BAPS-SATSANG-VIHAR-2, Chapter 10. Bhagwan is divine. The Shakotsav in Loya is most famous in satsang. 40 large furnaces had been created in Surakatra's darbar, and big pots had been placed atop them. Stir-fried stuffed brinjals were on the menu. All of the vegetables and spices needed were ready. Shriji Maharaj soon arrived to prepare the stir-fried mix. Once the vegetables were put in, he mixed them together with an enormous ladle. He began to sweat, and due to the heat coming from the wooden stove. He was wearing a short dhoti, which he used to wipe the spices off his hands. Just then, a group of 150 devotees came. Amongst them was Khandas of Babu and Kashidas of Bochasan. As soon as Kishidas had Maharaj's darshan, he began doing danvats. Kishidas, Khandas wondered, who are you doing danvats to? Why, of course, Shriji Maharaj. Kashidas responded. This man here is Bhagwan, Khandas questioned. He is covered in sweat. His dhoti is stained with spices. He is a mere cook. Saying so, Khandas hastily walked off. Shriji Maharaj saw what happened. He called out to Muktanand Swami, what do you call a person who goes all the way to the banks of the Ganga river and comes back thirsty? Muktanand Swami answered, such a person is a fool. Khandas heard Muktanand Swami's words. He looked back and saw Shriji Maharaj. A peaceful glow shone forth from his divine form. Seeing this, Khandas went into samadhi. When he awoke, Muktanand Swami and Kashidas were seated nearby. Khandas realized that the murti he had seen in Akshardham during his samadhi was Shriji Maharaj himself. His joy knew no bound. Khandas, Muktanand Swami said, when Bhagwan comes to earth, he looks just like a human. He hides his divinity, but a true devotee can recognize him. So never see Bhagwan as an ordinary human. Shriji Maharaj called Khandas near and gave him prasad. Shriji Maharaj's brinjals and his divine murti found a place in Khandas's heart. He now had complete faith in Shriji Maharaj's divinity. Shriji Maharaj looked like a human, but he was divine. It is the greatest of all spiritual efforts to see Bhagwan and his ideal sadhus' human-like actions as divine. Shriji Maharaj says in Vachnamrut Panchala 4, humans possess swabhavs such as lust, anger, greed, cravings for taste, egoism, affection, happiness, misery, fearlessness, fear, hunger, thirst, sleep, and prejudice, and etc. In the same way, all of those swabhavs are apparent in Bhagwan as well when he takes upon a human form. But one who is wise sees even these swabhavs as divine.